Again I tell them, if I have to live my life all over, I won't change a thing. Montserrat forever. Montserrat all the way. The mighty arrow, the world greatest king of soca. Make me proud to sing. Montserrat forever. Montserrat all the way. I want to hear it from all.
Heavenly and righteous Father, as we come here this afternoon, we ask that you continue to bless us, continue to give us that strength and unity and love, oh God. You know the people that put themselves forward, oh God. Continue to show them that the work that they plan to do, they may succeed, and they will succeed, oh God. Give us strength, give us knowledge and understanding that we're here for one purpose, and you, oh God. Help us and guide us that we be here that to understand each other. And if there's any difficulty, oh God, that you will be able to iron it out in a pleasant way, oh God. Father, as we gather here this afternoon, our members and friends and family, oh God, show them that the purpose they're here for is one purpose, and that is moving forward, oh God. Bless us, strengthen us, oh God. Strengthen these youth candidates, oh God, that they put themselves forward to help them, oh God, and they don't be afraid or afraid of anything, oh God. The fear might be coming, oh God, and as you are there, you will help them, oh God. Guide them, protect them. We ask this in all the name of your name. Amen and amen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Riri. Good evening. And welcome to the Movement for Change and Prosperity's convention. I think we all know why we're here this evening. We are here to listen to the candidates speak, to hear where their passion lies, and ultimately to make up our mind who we want to vote for. The Movement for Change and Prosperity is focusing this year not so much on the mantra of giving the youth a chance, but the focus is on having a balanced team. We understand what that means, right? I'm not going to keep you very long with a gaudy introduction, as I know that we are feeling a bit warm. So, we will go forward with this evening's proceedings. I am sure that you are all eager to hear from the candidates themselves. We'll be hearing not only from the 6 new candidates, but from the 3, let me call them the veterans, the returning candidates. We'll hear from them as well. So you will hear from all 9 shortly. Before that, however, I would like to call Mr. Clarence Graves to deliver the call to action.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, MCAP members and supporters. My name is Clarence Edwin Graves, and I am a proud member of the Movement for Change and Prosperity. I was a founding member of this party 33 years ago, and I'm still here. I am not a party hopper. I'm not a flip-flopper. I do not jump ship. I don't change sides. I know what it is to be loyal and trustworthy. So let me welcome all of you to our national convention, first of its kind in the history of Montserrat. Let me also give a shout out to our friends and supporters overseas, and especially, though I know some friends of mine and family watching and listening in London and Leeds in particular. Avenel, how? We want to shout out Avenel and Franklin Williams. We want to shout out all these friends of ours who are loyal supporters of the MCAP party for many, many years. We just want to thank you for your continued support. Now, they gave me a fancy title. The MCAP party gave me a fancy title of campaign chairman. Now, I am not one for titles. I'm a man of action. I get things done. And my job, or the job of my committee, is to formulate strategies for running and winning the next election. And that is exactly what we are going to do. We are going to win the next election. Let me, at this point in time, pay special tribute to our great Premier, Daddy Taylor-Farrell. He has led the MCAP party extremely well. And for that, we are thankful, Daddy. He has mentored and trained Dr. Samuel Joseph to be our new leader. Thank you. Dr. Samuel Joseph is a highly educated and motivated young man, and he has around him a group of highly educated and motivated young professionals and seniors to back him up. Dr. Samuel is a family man with one beautiful wife and 2 children. And sometime later, we are going to see them, and we hope to publish a family photo of Dr. Samuel Joseph and family, that the whole world could see who our next premier is going to be. So let us all join hands and hearts together and win the next election and make Dr. Samuel Joseph our new premier. If I must just borrow a line from the Harris campaign, Kamala Harris campaign in the United States, we are not going back. We are going forward with MCAP. We are not going back to 1991. Now it's 2024. We are moving forward. The MCAP party has transitioned to new and younger leadership, and the whole country, I believe, is ready for new and enlightened young leadership. So, ladies and gentlemen, in a few weeks, or in a few days, we are going to embark on the campaign in full with our rallies all over the island. And we want all of our supporters, wherever you are, we're going to have transportation to transport you to every meeting. We want everybody there to let them see how powerful we are. We are going to conduct a world-class election campaign. You know, they're stunned and astonished as to our organization so far. They never see anything like that. But they ain't seen nothing yet. We are going to pull off a world-class election campaign, and we're going to win the election. And ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the MCAP party. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Clarence Graves. Those at the back, there are seats to the front if you'd like to sit down. Be mindful that there are seats to the front. We heard him play the territorial song also beautifully and skillfully, and now he will come and give us some entertainment, right, just before the candidates speak. So put your hands together and give a warm welcome to Josiah Prasad. Thank you, Josiah. The Concerned Citizen Movement was formed in 1991. They were chaired by Dr. Vernon Buffonge, and the meeting place was the Waterworks Estate. The group formed into a party to contest the 1991 elections and named themselves the NPP, National Progressive Party. You don't want to know? Their leader was Reuben T. Meade. They won 4 of 7 seats. The ministers were the leader, Reuben T. Meade, David Brandt, Minister of Communications and Works, Lizelle Howes, Minister of Education, and Charles Kirnon, Minister of Agriculture. Tonight, we honor Charles Kirnon. I'd like to call Mr. Roy Graves to do the honors. Thank you.
MCAP people, good evening. It was the world-renowned personality and leader Nelson Mandela who made the following statement: "Honor belongs to those who never forsake the truth, even when things seem dark and grim, who try over and over again, and who are never discouraged by insults, humiliation, and even defeat." Such can be said of the Honorable Charles Kirnon. The Honorable Charles Kirnon is a political icon whose career in Montserrat politics spanned some 30 years. He is a founding member of the Concerned Citizens Group, which later evolved into a political party, the National Progressive Party, NPP, now known as the Movement for Change and Prosperity, MCAP. The Honorable Charles Kirnon served his party with unwavering loyalty from 1991 to 2024. Throughout his distinguished career, he has made an indelible impact on the lives of every citizen of Montserrat. During his political life, Honorable Kirnon served as Minister of Agriculture from 1991 to 1995, Minister of Communications, Works, and Labor 2008 to 2014, Minister of Health, Community Services, and Ecclesiastical Affairs 2019 to 2024. Honorable Kirnon has always remained true to himself, a straight shooter, known for his sharp mind, attention to details, and his unmatched wit. His tenure is marked by a methodical approach, unwavering commitment, and exceptional legislative acumen. In recognition of his dedication to political life, he was acknowledged by the legislature during the 70th anniversary of adult suffrage, which began in Montserrat in 1952. This honor was given to him for his years of service to Parliament and to the people of Montserrat. As he retires from active politics, the MCAP party wishes to honor his immense contribution and publicly thank him for his unwavering loyalty and years of dedicated service. The party and by extension, the people of Montserrat were blessed with his presence, his talents, capabilities, and humility. He committed to excellence, or his commitment rather to excellence has inspired many of us. The Movement for Change and Prosperity salutes the Honorable Charles Theophilus Kirnon, MP, JP. Mr. Kirnon, may God bless and guide you through the course of your life. Thank you.
This came as a surprise. It's a good thing that the person that did the citation hinted me just a while ago, because I didn't know. Because maybe I would have put on my jacket too and come, you know, I look a little bit more dapper. Nonetheless, there's a song with Uncle Andy, and at his farewell service, they asked him to do the final sermon. And he said that he thought he was there to welcome the new priest. But in fact, he had one more shot at the devil. But it's not that this time. It seemed that I have one more shot at a convention. Well, this convention, next one I'll do the features address, but for this one I'll stick to this role. I was wondering what was going on, but nonetheless. I listened and I was beginning to wonder if somebody thought it was necessary to do a eulogy and all the things I did. You know, I'm very careful. I was wondering. I don't want nobody to write me off yet. And active politics, I'll still be in active politics, just not at the ministerial level. I want you to understand that, because wherever I'm needed to serve this country, I shall serve this country. As you heard that I was a founding member from 1989 and not 1991. 1989 of Concerned Citizens. I'm not sure if I heard when they mentioned that I was Minister of Health and Social, if education was added to it. But I've done all the ministries. I acted in finance. And since my background was in finance, that can stay where it is. So I've done the whole gamut. It's time for me to move on. And we have to understand that when I went in, I was in my mid-30s. a lot of those who are coming forward, the newer bunch, are way past that mid-30s. So somebody was saying to me, why all these young people? I was young when I came in, and now I'm getting old. And so it is time for us to pass the baton on if we want to see Montserrat progress. You see, Madam Chair, is that when I came in, I knew nothing about politics except in leadership role. I heard somebody said that you need experience in politics to be running. And that is the biggest lie you could find politically. Because nobody, when they start, have any political experience. You may have experience in leadership and what you are doing around, and that's what you need, and management skills, not in politics. You must learn, and if you are not willing to learn on the job, then you might as well stay where you are, and that's for any job. So it is, as I bow out at this point, but you'll see me on the campaign trail because you haven't seen the last of me yet. Because if things are said that need to be corrected, I shall correct them. I want to say here that I have the utmost respect for anyone that put themselves forward to run for election in Montserrat. Trust me, I don't care what party they're in. You have to know how your great-grandmother born your grandmother. You have to know a lot of things, and you hear a lot of things you never knew. As I heard one politician say sometime that when he heard the lies, and so, they said them so often he started believing they were truths. So I have the utmost respect for this team. And the youngsters, the old fellows, they're seasoned now, but the youngsters. And by season I include the Rose, Edith. She's seasoned from 1980. She was one, let me put it this way. She was one who was at the forefront of calling us to join the concerned citizens back in 1989. She came into Barclays where I was to say you need to run. And she kept doing it. She went down to Ruben. So she has been an activist ever since. She won, you ran what, once? Once. Everybody needs a second chance, and I trust that this time she'll make it home. Because she has been there. As for the others that are coming, you see how sprightly they look? You understand why I couldn't run coming on a jacket and a suit like this? So I want to fit in too well. So that they look so nice and dapper. But each and every one of them come with skills, with experience in work they have done. And that is what makes them fit to be politicians in this country and to lead this country. I think I've overspent my welcome, so you want more? Let me put the thing when you give me in the bag. Maybe think I want to check me, I get to something, but, you know, I don't know what I could do with this. But I'll figure out some way of pawning it off. So in closing, I want to congratulate this team and for putting themselves forward. I want to make one other observation. You notice this is women power. And you will notice that all the parties have women power. Because somewhere the men seem to be sitting back and making noise of women and taking over, but they will not put themselves forward. They have all the answers, but they're not coming forward. So I salute the women for coming forward to take up this mantle. And we must vote for them and make them proud. Vote MCAP. It says for change, and change we have seen, and change it will be when election comes. I thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Kirnon. Ladies and gentlemen, the part we've been waiting for, the candidates. Please join me in welcoming our newest MCAP candidate, Ms. Siobhan Tuitt. Ms. Tuitt is a dynamic leader poised to shape the future of Montserrat. Raised in Gerald's, Ms. Tuitt was deeply influenced by the values of responsibility and service instilled by the St. John's Primary School motto, "Hard work is the key to success." Her remarkable academic journey includes an associate's degree in business administration and finance from H. Laverty Stout Community College, a Bachelor of Science in Economics and Statistics from the University of the West Indies, and a Master's degree in Official Statistics from the University of Southampton, where she earned distinctions such as placements on the Dean's List and Outstanding Performance in Service Award. Ms. Tuitt's professional career began at Monlick as an accounts clerk, quickly advancing to the role of chief statistician, where she modernized Montserrat's statistical systems, ensuring transparency and accuracy. Her leadership journey is equally impressive, including being the first elected female youth chief minister in 2008, serving as president for the Montserrat Rotary Club and holding key positions in numerous non-governmental organizations, demonstrating her unwavering commitment to civic engagement. On the regional stage, she has served as chairman of the OECS Statistical Advocacy and Communication Group and as director of the Caribbean Association of Professional Statisticians, underscoring her dedication to regional development. As an MCAP candidate, Ms. Tuitt envisions a future of economic growth, modernized infrastructure, and inclusive governance. Her platform prioritizes support for small businesses, improved health care, and a strong commitment to environmental sustainability. With her extensive experience in public service, community activism, and contributions on boards and committees such as the Social Security Fund and St. Patrick's Cooperative Credit Union, Ms. Tuitt is uniquely equipped to lead Montserrat forward together. Let's give her a warm welcome as she shares her vision for a prosperous and inclusive future.
Distinguished guests, fellow residents and friends of Montserrat, both here and abroad, good evening and welcome to the 2024 MCAP Convention. As we commence this evening's proceedings, let us renew our commitment to progress, unity, and the well-being of every resident of Montserrat. Together, hand in hand, we will forge a path towards a more prosperous and resilient Montserrat. My fellow citizens, it is a profound honor to stand before you tonight, offering myself in service to you, my people, and the land we cherish. Together we stand at the threshold of a new era for Montserrat. Yes. Who am I? My good people, I am Siobhan Tuitt, daughter of Jane Tuitt and Neville Brass Blake, a proud product of humble beginnings, a proud mother of my 11-year-old daughter, a compassionate leader who strives to uplift those around me, a modest yet determined and hardworking daughter of the soil, a dedicated community activist and a staunch believer in volunteerism. My commitment to community development runs deep, brothers and sisters. Now I stand before you as an enthusiastic, aspiring politician. You see, my good people, my journey was never about personal achievement. Every step I've taken, every skill I've honed has been in preparation to contribute meaningfully to our beloved island. As an Anglican, my faith guides my values and commitment to serving. I am here, ready to serve with a vision to elevate our nation. Why am I here? The journey of life and its obstacles has taught me the importance of hard work and resilience, and continues to present opportunities where I am able to serve. Brothers and sisters, it is not by coincidence that I became an active youth parliamentarian, serving with the Young People Progressive Alliance in my early years, and ultimately being the first elected female youth chief minister in 2008. It was not by coincidence that I developed a steadfast commitment to public service and community development. It was also not by coincidence that I became a mentor to many young adults, providing guidance, support, and inspiration to our next generation of leaders. It is not by coincidence that I'm an active member of several community organizations and initiatives, holding many leadership positions. It is also not by coincidence, my good brothers and sisters, that I was elected and nominated to serve on local and regional boards and projects. You see, whether helping a neighbor or participating in local or regional initiatives, I have always been committed to improving lives and making a difference. My dedication has only grown stronger over the years, where I take great pride in living by the RI motto, service above self. Each of these experiences has been a stepping stone, preparing me for this new opportunity to serve you, the people of Montserrat, on an even greater scale. You may ask, why Team MCAP, and why should you vote for me? Fellow residents, the last few years have been challenging indeed. The COVID-19 pandemic, geopolitical tensions, and increasing prices due to external factors have significantly impacted every aspect of our economy and society. Despite these crosswinds, the MCAP government made great strides in building and implementing an agenda for advancement. To highlight a few, our government accomplished the following to uplift Montserrat from the worst of the economic slump caused by or despite the COVID-19 pandemic. 1, maintained full salaries and prevented layoffs for government workers throughout the pandemic. Progressed our seaport infrastructure progress, implemented salary increases, tax breaks, and relief packages where possible. Initiated plans for the state-of-the-art hospital to enhance health care for all residents. Invested in the Social Security Fund to ensure its long-term sustainability. Ultimately, to continue to navigate these turbulent times and set us on a path of peace and prosperity. We need stable, sure, and visionary leadership. The fact is, this government has consistently put you first during these trying times. I stand before you tonight to affirm that an MCAP team in government is the right choice to continue building a better Montserrat, to upgrade our infrastructure, to provide meaningful employment and quality education, healthcare, and social services. We are moving forward together. Why am I here? Why am I with this team? What do I bring to this team? My expertise in economics and statistics, combined with my leadership skills, provides me with a comprehensive understanding of Montserrat's performance across all sectors. My professional experience has honed my skills and deepened my understanding of our island's needs. Driven by a passion for data and commitment to informed decision-making, I have overseen the integrity and accuracy of critical information guiding our government's planning and policies. This has given me invaluable insights into our socio-economic landscape, uniquely positioning me to address the challenges we face and seize the opportunities ahead. Therefore, a vote for me is a vote for policies grounded in data and evidence, not rhetoric or ideology. We deserve leadership that doesn't just react to the problems of today, but anticipates the challenges of tomorrow. To put it plainly, I am committed to using the best available data to make informed decisions that will drive sustainability, enhance public services, and ensure fiscal responsibility. My vision is straightforward yet profound: to create a Montserrat where every individual has the opportunity to thrive. Service is about delivering tangible, positive change, not just making promises, my good people. I am dedicated to transparency, inclusivity, and integrity, ensuring that every policy uplifts and empowers you, our people. As your servant leader, I pledge to work with you and for you, making Montserrat a better place to live and work. With improved communication, I will keep you informed as part of our Forward Together agenda. Government funds are public funds, and you deserve to be kept up to date on your government plans and programs. People empowerment drives my political aspirations. I believe in fostering a society where citizens are active participants in shaping our collective future. Grassroots engagement is a cornerstone of my approach. I believe in your role in this process of progressive change. Forward together. My good people, how will your vote for MCAP make you better? People of Montserrat, MCAP has been tried and tested during the worst of times. As mentioned, the fallout of the COVID-19 pandemic, the impact of the Russia-Ukraine war on food prices, the impact of the Israel-Gaza war on shipping routes, and the slower than anticipated recovery of the global economy. And while these events may have occurred thousands of miles away, their impacts are very real to you, to us here in Montserrat. With MCAP and my participation in government, we aim to continue the progressive work already started, work that you have been asking for years. Dare I say critical work. I say to you, my people, now is not the time to try something different for the sake of change. Now is not the time to gamble with your future, our future. Better with MCAP in government, better with Siobhan Tuitt on the ticket to address matters of economy, social issues, youth development, and more. Forward together, my good people. Unfortunately, hardship remains a reality for many, and we hear your concerns. While progress has been made, more needs to be done to stabilize and ultimately grow our economy. Team MCAP has successfully raised the non-taxable income threshold and will put more money in your hands come this month end, increasing your disposable income. We are committed to doing this again, as this not only empowers you, but stimulates consumer spending and drives economic growth. Furthermore, our plans include creating an attractive investment climate through targeted regulatory reforms, fiscal incentives, and robust investor protection measures. We promise transparency in bidding on government projects. We will encourage you to partner with the government to facilitate private sector growth, ensuring that opportunities are accessible to all. We will foster a vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem that encourages innovation, offers increased market access, and attract foreign investment to drive economic dynamism. Team MCAP is also dedicated to implementing transparent pricing policies and equal cost of services that benefits all residents equally. We believe in both equality and equity, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their background, your background, has a fair opportunity to thrive in this, our economy. Our vision is clear: build an inclusive, resilient economy where no one is left behind. Again, my good people, better with MCAP, forward together. My call to action: the time has come, or the time will come, for us to entrust MCAP with a renewed mandate to continue our progressive and sustainable development. We felt the setbacks of starting over. Now is the moment to stand with MCAP, to accelerate economic stability and improve our collective standard of living. My good people, now is not the time to start over. MCAP is our best choice for government, a movement for positive change, decisive action, and equity in progress. Together we will empower communities, improve healthcare, create jobs, and reform education to equip our youth for the future. We can, in fact, turn our vision for a better Montserrat into reality. My good people, this re-energized MCAP team standing behind me is ready to tackle the challenges of the 21st century. We'll listen to all voices, ensuring that everyone, from the youth to the elderly, from long-time residents to newcomers, ensuring that we all have a say in shaping this nation's future. Join us at our upcoming events to learn more about how we'll improve lives and restore confidence in our island. We have the ideas and the know-how, but we need your commitment to vote for us and keep us engaged and accountable. Together we can move forward. My good people, vote MCAP under the leadership of Dr. Samuel Emmanuel Joseph. Vote all 9 MCAP candidates. Choose to continue the projects vital to our progress. Vote for a team with the right skills and experience, a team that knows that you come first always. Vote for Siobhan Tuitt. Vote Team MCAP in the upcoming general elections. God bless Montserrat, our Emerald Isle of the Caribbean, the land we love. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
They have water. Thank you, Siobhan. Our next candidate is a true son of Montserrat, Mr. Gilmore Papchow Williams. Born in Reiner's Village and later relocating to Lookout after the volcanic eruption, Mr. Williams' life has been deeply shaped by his connection to our island and its people. His educational journey from Plymouth Primary to Montserrat Secondary School to City College in Miami and earning a Bachelor of Science in Accounting with honors from Greensboro College highlights his resilience and commitment. With a career that honors impactful work at the Basic Needs Trust Fund Office and leadership in the Montserrat Amateur Basketball Association, Mr. Williams has consistently shown his commitment to youth development and community progress. Now, as he steps into the political arena, Mr. Williams brings with him a vision of empowerment, growth, and opportunity for all Montserratians. His focus on youth, sports development, access to healthcare, and sustainable tourism reflects his unwavering dedication to our collective well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you Mr. Gilmore Williams. Let's give him a warm welcome as he shares his vision for Montserrat's progress.
Thank you. Friends of MCAP and distinguished guests, tonight I stand before you, honored by your unwavering support, undeniably proud of the extraordinary progress MCAP has made over the last 5 incredible years, signaling a bright future for Montserrat over the next 5 years. My name is Gilmore Williams, also known as Papchow, the son of Clifford Shaddop Ryan and Elsie Williams Robinson, a proud Montserratian. Born and raised in Reiner's Village, a son of the soil, my journey is deeply rooted in this country. The eruption of the Sophia Hills volcano occurred during my secondary education and was the catalyst that drives my future goals and passion for community involvement. This year, 2024, I celebrated a proud personal achievement, graduating from Greensboro College and making the Dean's List with a Bachelor's of Science degree with honors, majoring in accounting with a minor in economics. My career spans various roles within Montserrat, reflecting my commitment to our island's future. This is most highlighted in my role within the Basic Needs Trust Fund, where I provide support and oversight for various national projects that are focused on community and social involvement and empowerment. This role has offered me the opportunity to connect with various communities and stakeholders and has given me first-hand insight on social and stakeholder concerns of varied demographics. As a contender in the 2024 general election under the MCAP banner, it is my considered view that my professional journey has equipped me with the skills and dedication necessary to serve the people of Montserrat effectively. MCAP's vision and objectives align perfectly with mine, and for this reason, there is no other choice but to align myself politically with the only grouping perfectly poised and capable of steering Montserrat to a sustainable future. My community involvement incorporates more than my job, as I am personally invested in various community groups that have refined my leadership skills. I am particularly proud of my role as the president of the Montserrat Amateur Basketball Association over the past 10 years, in which I have displayed passion and dedication to youth development and providing our youth with countless opportunities. I have served the St. Patrick's Corporate Credit Union over the past 7 years as a corporate governance member, and I have served as the treasurer of the Montserrat Motorsports Association over the past 8 years, and continue to give tirelessly for the improvement of these entities and their beneficiaries. These positions underscore my commitment to fostering growth and accountability within our community. I'm also passionate about supporting and engaging all persons who live in and love this country. And this has been recently highlighted as last year I became a member of the Prison Visiting Committee, the establishment of my non-profit company, Vision 664 Inc., which are focused on giving back to vulnerable members of our community, and I have also sponsored various organizations and associations across our beautiful island. Further, I have been involved in the annual regional basketball invitational tournament hosted by Montserrat since its inception in 2022 that have boosted sports tourism on our Emerald Isle of the Caribbean. Sports tourism is one of the fastest growing sectors in the travel industry. And along with Team MCAP, I am committed to applying my knowledge and expertise to the aid of continued development in this critical area. Sports tourism means tourists spend money, they stay in different types of accommodation on island, eating at various restaurants, shopping at our local stores, and visiting our tourist attraction and visiting the tourist attractions our beautiful island has to offer. Further, just as the number of countries, Caribbean countries, have invested huge sums of money in sports to encourage our youth to appreciate and love various sporting disciplines, we here in Montserrat have made strides in doing the same. Montserrat has played its part by erecting an indoor sporting facility and has given scholarships to local athletes to develop their education and skills overseas. I am committed to continue working with the different associations to ensure that Montserrat, the youth of Montserrat, are exposed to a wide array of sports and they understand the economic benefit associated with not only being involved in sport, but also sports tourism on a whole. Permit me to speak a bit about teamwork, which is a huge part of any sporting discipline and also elections. The latter part of which is the reason why I am addressing you here tonight. Developing a working relationship and coordination with other team members is extremely important, and I am proud to say that Team MCAP has displayed excellent teamwork. A general election is the world's most important job interview. At the end, Team MCAP has the qualified and suitable candidates to help solve problems, create opportunities, and give our children, who are the future of this island, a better tomorrow. With my experience and passion, coupled with that of the MCAP team members, we will be great leaders, but we can't achieve this alone. So with your help, I am asking you to please renew MCAP's contract. We will be honored if all of you, your friends and associates, vote for us on election day. In the final analysis, when you pick up that ballot to vote, you will be faced with the clearest choice of all, Team MCAP. Over the next few years, big decisions will be made in Montserrat on jobs, the economy, health, energy, education, youth development, population growth and retention, access, and tourism. Decisions that will have a huge impact on our lives and on our children's lives for decades to come. So tonight, I say to you, the MCAP supporters, and everyone across this beautiful island, this election is our chance to keep the rebuilding process alive. And you are here tonight, whether in person or viewing online, because you love this island too much to elect another party to start the process over again, like we have done in the last 25 years. So on election day, vote for Gilmore Williams, vote for Team MCAP, forward together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gilmore. Our next MCAP candidate, Ms. Jamiel Melissa Greenaway. She is a distinguished attorney whose career reflects a profound dedication to Montserrat's legal and social development. Raised in Molyneux Village, Ms. Greenaway's upbringing in a close-knit community instilled in her values of empathy, integrity, and responsibility. Her impressive academic journey with degrees in law, legislative drafting, and banking and finance law, along with certification as a mediator, underscores her commitment to justice and fairness. Ms. Greenaway's professional experience includes pivotal roles such as Parliamentary Counsel and Registrar of Lands, where she made significant contributions to Montserrat's legal framework and public service efficiency. Her deep understanding of the law and dedication to practical solutions highlights her readiness to address key issues from improving travel access to revisiting constitutional changes. As she steps into the political arena, Ms. Greenaway brings a wealth of knowledge and a passion for driving Montserrat's progress. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Ms. Jamiel Melissa Greenway.
Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, future leaders of Montserrat, good evening. To each of you who took the time to attend MCAP's convention this evening, whether in person or virtually, I firstly want to say thank you from Team MCAP. My name is Jamiel Melissa Greenaway. I'm an attorney and a former public officer who worked in the Attorney General's chambers, where I drafted laws for the progression of Montserrat. I also worked in the Land Registry Department, where I received first-hand experience in resolving land issues. In these roles, I had the benefit of working with several governments in executing their plans for Montserrat. Before I proceed further, I wish to tell you a little bit about my earlier life. I'm from Molyneux's Village. My mother is Imelda Nana Buffonge. And my father is James Greenaway, also known as Priest. He was a mason and a carpenter. I grew up in a community surrounded by my parents, my siblings, my grandparents, and my cousins. Essentially, I grew up in a close-knit community where I was able to benefit from community parenting and exposure to the well-established family values of compassion towards others and honesty. Why did I choose to join MCAP? During my time in the public service, I worked with ministers of government, some of whom are MCAP members. I had the chance to engage with these ministers on key issues, as well as the fortune of observing these ministers act in a manner that safeguards the integrity of the government, that establishes key relationships vital to Montserrat's growth, and that secures a positive future for Montserrat. Being an individual who approaches my duties with integrity, openness, and accountability, I can without hesitation state that these principles are reflective of Team MCAP. I can also proudly state that MCAP and its balanced group of candidates, guided by competent leadership with clear, achievable goals, is qualified to provide the most positive and impactful representation for Montserrat. MCAP has brought together experts in science, law, technology, agriculture, education, health, and social policy. We have individuals who believe in sacrificing the lifestyle they have known for the greater good of Montserrat. Because in our view, Montserrat is worth the sacrifice. A team with a vision of what Montserrat and its residents can achieve. A team that believes in you, that alongside us, we can move Montserrat forward together. I have always been confident in my path in life. Becoming an attorney made sense to me. And when approached by Team MCAP to be a candidate in the upcoming election, it immediately made sense to me. I realized that I was doing my part in ensuring Montserrat had laws that protected its residents, that secured their rights and afforded them certain benefits. But I could do more. I was raised and trained to do more, to contribute in a more significant way. And while this is my first venture into politics, I am certain that I am qualified to serve you and will be a driving force in Montserrat's advancement. As a proud member of Team MCAP, I have willingly accepted the mandate to contribute to the creation of legitimate plans to support Montserrat's prosperity, while of course remaining accountable to you, the public. I believe that when given the opportunity by you voters, I will be a worthy contributor to MCAP's goal for a Montserrat that benefits from positive growth, improvement in its education, in its health, legal, financial, and economic structures. On that note, I want to tell you more of why, along with the other members of Team MCAP, I am worthy of your vote. I want to speak to you briefly on the topic of justice. As a community, we all know someone who has faced criminal charges and have to live with the consequences of his or her decision, even after making the necessary amends. More so, we know of persons who may have acted irresponsibly in their youth, have paid their debt to society, but still face the stain associated with that offense. MCAP recognizes the need and undertakes to address this situation, to provide avenues for persons who have been convicted of minor offenses to receive a second chance. An opportunity to break away from the humiliation associated with their past actions, their youthful indiscretions. Additionally, as an attorney, but more importantly, as a mother and an aunt to several minor children, I can firsthand understand wanting to protect our children. And that protection does not pause when a child has been accused of wrongdoing. Therefore, as part of Team MCAP, and backed by my colleagues, I am willing to take measures to ensure that a child, when faced with legal issues, where a child is faced with legal issues, the best interest of the child is to the forefront, as well as the safety, welfare, and well-being of the child. The rights of a child must be given priority, as well as the need to move a child away from the formal court procedures and adopt alternative measures that protect a child from the harsh realities of a criminal record and gives a child the opportunity to make up for his or her actions and be forgiven. I also wish to speak to you on tourism. We're all aware of the importance tourism plays in a small developing island like Montserrat. I, and by extension MCAP, recognize the need to continuously grow our tourism product. While MCAP as a government has making strides in revamping and improving tourism, MCAP commits to doing more. In that regard, as a team, MCAP will facilitate the upgrading of tourist facilities and amenities, will advance ecotourism to highlight Montserrat's natural beauty and attract environmentally conscious travelers. We will offer incentives to encourage development of accommodation, tourism infrastructure, and sustainable projects. We will undertake steps to increase cruise arrivals through targeted initiatives and improved infrastructure. And we will offer training and certification programs for tourism industry workers. MCAP is confident that the natural outcome of a thriving tourism industry is the creation of jobs, more money for residents, and overall an improved standard of living. Now, while I've focused on these particular areas, as other members of the team will focus on specialized areas, I want you to note our speeches, my speech, it's only a snapshot of the things MCAP has proven that it can do and will do. There are many other things that MCAP will do, and I am asking you to keep your ears to the ground. We're inviting each and every one of you to accompany Team MCAP on its journey in moving Montserrat forward. At this time, I want to remind you that this process is about us, as residents of Montserrat, working together towards its development. MCAP won't tell you that the path to achievement of our common goal of a thriving Montserrat is quick or easy. It will take time, shared effort, and responsibility. And MCAP as a collective can achieve this. Hence, as you go to the polls on election day, remember the choice is clear as to who can best steer Montserrat in the direction that secures a positive future. That clear choice is MCAP. MCAP for positive, progressive change and prosperity. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Greenaway. It is my pleasure to introduce our next MCAP candidate, Ms. Idris Wade. Ms. Idris Wade is a distinguished public servant whose remarkable career spans over 4 decades of dedicated service to Montserrat. Ms. Wade's journey began at the Montserrat Public Library, where she nurtured a love for reading amongst young Montserratians. Her impacts continued as she transitioned to the Social Services Department, where she played a crucial role in child safeguarding, family support, and the development of programs aimed at youth advancement. Ms. Wade's dedication to Montserrat is evident in her extensive volunteer work and leadership roles, including her involvement with the Parole Board, the Montserrat Red Cross, and various church committees. Her political vision is centered on addressing key issues such as enhancing support for individuals with disabilities, establishing a residential care facility for at-risk children, and revitalizing the apprenticeship program to equip young people with valuable skills. Additionally, Ms. Wade is committed to improving social welfare programs, ensuring inclusive access to support, and fostering economic development while preserving Montserrat's cultural and natural heritage. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Idris Wade.
Good evening. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Idris Pamela Wade. I am a mother of 1 lovely daughter and a grandmother of 3 smart boys who run me ragged most days, but soon they will be big enough and have no time for grandma, so I'm enjoying it. I'm a proud daughter of the soil. I was born and raised in Gages, Crocus to be exact, an area in Montserrat that is completely destroyed due to volcanic activity. Growing up, we did not have much as a family in terms of fancy goods, but we were raised with certain values such as respect for others, kindness, to help others where we could. We shared what we can with those who did not have. And we were also taught that manners and behavior would carry you around the world. I learned the value of hard work and discipline. Looking back, I realized long ago, although we were not rich, we have much. We were rich in love, rich in values, rich in morals, rich in work ethic. We had a strong upbringing and a blessed home. This humble upbringing is what led me to spend much of my working life in the service of others. It was a natural calling I could not deny. Whether it was working at the Save the Children daycare, the public library, social service department. This calling in me helps me to stretch out my hand to help someone who was not strong, and this remains so today. I have an unwavering commitment to growth in a holistic development of young people on Montserrat, a testimony of my caring nature, in fact, that everyone call me Auntie Idris. At Social Services Department, I specialize in child protection and was involved in many cases where children had been harmed in some way by parents who themselves were harmed by others. So I had to make tough calls and hard decisions in order to protect the children while at the same time helping them to remain part of their family. That work seemed relentless and will still stay with me forever. But it taught me about myself. It taught me about what drives me, what my passion is, and my reason for getting up in the morning. It reinforced for me that my reason for being here is to help others who cannot help themselves. Hence, now I am in retirement. I am involved with many civil and civic groups. I sit on several boards, and also I am a trained mediator for the Supreme Court. All of that experience drives me and expertise and knowledge. I want to put these to use as a representative for you. I place all of that to your disposal because I believe that I can make a difference. I can make a difference in the lives of you and your children. I can make a difference to our communities. My team and I can make a difference to how you live. We can do better. We must do better, and we will do better. A vote for change and prosperity is the opportunity to continue what we started. Let us move forward together. I pledge to you today that I, Idris Pamela Wade, will use all of my personal resources, my knowledge, skills, and networks, and attributes to improve your life in a better way. Why me? Because I have a deep understanding of Montserrat and Montserratians and all of the other nationals that live among us. I have a deep commitment for the bettering circumstances of everyone so that our children, grandchildren can grow and develop to their full potential. Our young people need a champion to fight for their interests. There are numerous children in our community who have been diagnosed with various learning disabilities and are differently abled. We do not have resident specialists who are able to diagnose some of these issues, and who cannot provide the type of interventions that is required. I will focus on hiring resident specialists instead of visiting specialists. This will greatly improve the quality of life for a lot of our nation's children and aid their overall growth and development. Another necessary step would be to implement the Montserrat disability policy. A prosperous Montserrat cannot afford to leave anyone behind. Montserrat citizens, especially children, deserve nothing but the best. In recent times, child safeguarding has become a prevalent issue in our community. In situations where children have to be moved out of their homes because they're in need of care and protection. In many instances, there is a shortage of available foster carers to place these at-risk minors. With one of these things, this is one of the things I believe is a necessity, is a residential care facility for children who are not in need of care and protection. Other priority area for me would be inclusivity for all persons to get social services, welfare benefit, one-off grants, regardless to whether that person is a national or a non-national. Population growth is on our agenda. In this regard, I say that all strategies are not working because we have not been able to successfully grant our population, grow our population. Therefore, we will find more robust ways of growing our population. We must focus on increasing the birth rate, offering incentives such as reduce or no duty on such items such as diapers, baby food, clothing, and furniture needed for the prenatal stage up to 5 years of a child. One incentive that I consider to be pertinent is encouraging persons to procreate, increasing maternity and paternity leave, and giving one-off grant to families with 2 or more children would help us increase the birth rate. My track record, life, work, and passion testifies to my sincerity to aim to work diligently on your behalf. I have been fortunate to see Montserrat in its glory days, and it's also in its worst days. Each time I have witnessed the strength of its people. Montserrat is a peaceful and tranquil island, and I do not wish to see that change. MCAP's vision for Montserrat aligns perfectly with mine. I like what I hear. I am overjoyed to be a part of this team. Delivering a new Montserrat. You don't need me to eulogize the virtues of my team. You are hearing us tonight, and you have heard them before, and you can make up your mind on your own. Forward together, I say. Hear this. When it comes to delivering on promises and actually following through on commitments, who else would you vote for? A vote for MCAP is a vote for a prosperous Montserrat. We are on the way. Do not stop us now. We share the same values as you, such as believe in power of hard work, backed by common principles such as family, community, fairness, inclusivity, and a trust in God. To end, my intention is to leave a personal legacy in Montserrat in some small way. I want to leave my birthplace better off than when I begin. By doing so, I've been busy just doing things on a small scale. Now is the time for me to make a bigger impact on a larger scale, where I can make an impact on legislation, policy, service delivery. This can only be achieved in political office. This is what I am working towards, and that is what I am ready for this time around. I am a woman of virtue, a woman of high standard. Anyone who knows me or has even worked with me knows that I love to get things done right. I do not stand for mediocrity. Most importantly, I am a doer. I act. I just don't talk. I hope these few words have impacted sufficiently to considering me on your vote come election day. Forward together. Vote for Team MCAP. Vote all 9. Thank you for listening, and I wish you a pleasant evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've heard from the first 4, Ms. Siobhan Tuitt, Mr. Gilmore Williams, Ms. Jamiel Melissa Greenaway, and Ms. Idris Pamela Wade. We'll now have a short break for some entertainment by the next level dancers, and right after that, we'll get right back into the speeches from the candidates.
peace anywhere you come from. Coulda up, you coulda down. Blessings on my nation. Ooh, this city can't hold me. My vibe's too high, and my heart it told me jump right now. You will touch the sky. Feel my love unfolding like a laughing flame. All who did not know me when not done, they gon' know the name. Million people coming down, dancing to a song. Love is life and life is love. Blessings from above. Can you feel the love that's in the air? Well, if you feel it, let me hear you say, dancing, moving, moving everywhere. If you feel it, let me hear you say, na 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 na, eh na 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 na. Take me to the river, take me to the sea. Wash over me music, bathe me in your melody. We are such a blessed tribe, sweeter than a million bees. People live 1,000 lives and never feel this free. Million people coming down, dancing to a song. Love is life and life is love. Blessings from above. Can you feel the love that's in the air? Well, if you feel it, let me hear you say, dancing, moving, moving everywhere. If you feel it, let me hear you say, na 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 na, eh na 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 na. Na 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 na, eh na 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 na. Can you feel the love that's in the air? Dancing, moving, moving everywhere. Can you feel the love that's in the air? Dancing, moving, moving everywhere. Take me to the river, take me to the sea. Wash over me music, wash over me. Take me to the river, take me to the river. Wash over me music, wash over me.
Thank you, next level dancers. We get right back into the speeches. It is my honor to introduce to you our next MCAP candidate, Miss Charliena White. An accomplished educator and advocate whose career reflects a profound commitment to education and legislative leadership. Born and raised in Trials, Ms. White embarks on a remarkable academic journey with an associate degree in teacher training, a Bachelor of Science in elementary education, and a Master of Science in nutrition and wellness from Andrews University. Her extensive career spans over 2 decades across South Korea, England, Antigua, the USA, and Montserrat, showcasing exceptional leadership and dedication to student development and academic excellence. As Speaker of the Montserrat Legislature, Ms. White secured £2 million for the construction of a new National Parliament building in Little Bay, addressing a critical infrastructure need. Her tenure has been marked by a focus on modernizing educational resources, improving community health initiatives, and expanding youth empowerment programs. Looking forward, Ms. White is committed to advancing quality education, fostering innovative health and nutrition programs, and supporting the development of young people. With her extensive experience and a vision for a more inclusive and prosperous Montserrat, please join me in welcoming Ms. Charliena White to the stage.
Good evening, Montserrat. I was instructed that I need to bring the heat and wake up everybody. So good evening, Montserrat. All right. It is such a joy to see so many faces here tonight, especially the ones who are smiling back at me. It's very encouraging, and I am so honored to be here with you tonight. Tonight, I stand before you as a proud Montserratian, celebrating the fact that our democracy is still strong and vibrant. We are once again in the midst of another political cycle where the voice of the people, your voice, will prevail. There are many choices out there, but I am here tonight to tell you that there is only one choice, the best choice, the only choice, Team MCAP. Some of you know me very well. You watched me grow up, the little black girl from Trials, the great-granddaughter of Miss Emma Riley from Washout Pipe Kinsale, or the granddaughter of Miss Mary and Mass Dan from Trials, or simply as the daughter of Charlie and Linda White. Daddy, wave so the people can see you. My mom is not here tonight, but I know that she's watching. Hey, Mommy. These are the people whose blood, sweat, and tears have shaped me into who I am today. Others of you know me simply as Teacher Charliena, Miss White, Dark and Lovely from my Montserrat Idol days, or simply as Madam Speaker. However, tonight, I stand before you with a new purpose, announcing my candidacy for the upcoming election as a member of the Movement for Change and Prosperity MCAP. This esteemed party is renowned for its hard work and dedication to national development. MCAP's positive imprint is evident across this nation in its robust infrastructure, progressive legislation, and initiatives that elevate our national pride. The evidence of this party's achievements are undeniable. MCAP is a party with longevity, a party that promotes democracy, not just in words, but in action. It has ensured peaceful transition of leadership for over 30 years. And later this evening, you will witness another transition as we symbolically move over from our present leader, the Honorable Easton Taylor-Farrell, to our new leader, Dr. Samuel Joseph. When our forefathers, the most honorable, excellent William H. Bramble, ONH, and the most excellent Robert W. Griffith, ONH, fought for the right, for the franchise, the right to vote, the right for each one of us to put ourselves forward for elected office, I imagine that they did it for a girl like me, a girl like Siobhan, a girl like Melissa, a young man like Crenston, like Gilmore, like Sammy. They did it for us, for persons willing to put themselves forward, to get out of safe, permanent, and pensionable positions in public service, to endure the public scrutiny, personal attacks, slander, in order to serve at the highest levels in this country. They did it so that we could use our expertise, our experiences, our talents, education, and our skills to work for the development of Montserrat. They did it for us. In any election, it is important to remember that there is no such thing as a perfect candidate. However, there are always great ones. And tonight, I'm telling you that there are individuals who are dedicated, hardworking, and genuinely care about making a difference. I am one of those great candidates. And sitting right behind me are 8 more outstanding choices. Me and Team MCAP. With over 23 years of experience as a teacher and an educator across multiple disciplines, levels, and continents, I bring a comprehensive and well-rounded perspective on education. My global experience has given me unique insights into various educational systems and practices, allowing me to identify best practice and what needs improvement. As your elected representative, I want to share what you can expect from me in this role. Education is in my blood. Once a teacher, always a teacher. I will be a tireless advocate for education, inspiring, motivating others while helping to implement meaningful changes that will elevate our education sector. For far too long, we have focused on corrective measures when students arrive at the Montserrat Secondary School. I believe it's time we shift our focus back to the foundation to address issues at the root before they become harder, if not impossible, to rectify at a higher level. This is why we must refocus on early childhood education. Our early childhood educators are not babysitters. They are professionals crucial to the development of our young minds. The foundation that they lay determines the future success of our children. Therefore, we must treat them with the respect and the compensation they deserve. I commend the current government, the MCAP government, for recognizing their value and for removing the lower salary bands, which place many of our early childhood educators into a better pay scale. Congratulations, Team MCAP. But this is just the beginning. We will continue to push for improvements, ensuring that these educators have the resources, the training, and the environment necessary for them to do their best work. Another area of focus for me is special educational needs. And I recognize, along with my team, that SEN encompasses a broad spectrum, from dyslexia to severe physical challenges. And I dare say, we tend to focus on the children with challenges, but special educational needs also speak to children that are gifted, children who move at a faster pace than their peers. And we must recognize that as well. There is no one-size-fits-all fix for SEN. Every child in Montserrat deserves an opportunity to succeed, and that means enhancing our early detection and diagnostic capabilities. Under this present MCAP party, they have already begun this work, collaborating with the Department of Health and Social Services. MCAP aims to create new career paths for Montserratians in the fields of speech therapy and occupational therapy. We need those persons on island to help us with our diagnostic capabilities. We intend to look into ensuring and establishing a special needs coordinator to oversee identify and support special educational needs students, as well as to train our teachers and teaching assistants to ensure that no child is left behind. My people, I could not stand here tonight without advocating for teachers. Teachers are the key to any successful education system. Without them, it will fail. You can have as much policies as you want. You can implement as many advice from around the world as you like. If you don't have teachers, you have nothing. And so, teachers are key. Having been part of the system myself, I understand the intricacies of nurturing and educating the next generation. Our teachers' work environment is our children's learning environment. An under-resourced teacher is an under-resourced child, which is why we must ensure that our teachers, and we will, are well-trained, properly compensated, and supported in every possible way. We will ensure that we protect their mental health by respecting their holidays, they deserve it, and for providing them with the necessary resources. These are not just benefits for teachers, but they're investments in our children's future. A stressed teacher equals a stressed child, and that is something this team will not perpetuate. We are moving forward together. This team will build an education system that nurtures every child and supports every teacher. Montserrat is at a crucial juncture in its history. We stand at a crossroad. Montserrat's time is now. We cannot afford to move backwards. We cannot afford to take small, hesitant steps. We cannot afford to waste another day tangled in negativity and the same old patterns. The time has come for bold, decisive action. In this era of artificial intelligence, instant communication, and electric vehicles, we must shed outdated mindsets, discard the slate and chalk, and fully embrace the future. The opportunities are plenty, but we must act with urgency and vision to seize them. This team is ready to do that. Which is why the MCAP party has put together a team of dynamic, energetic, innovative, forward-thinking people combined with the sage wisdom of our stalwarts. We are ready. Let me hear you say that. We are ready. We are ready to serve. But none of this is possible without you. It is your energy, your ideas, your passion, and your vote that will help us to succeed. MCAP Party continues to work, and it has already begun the work. For that, I say a heartfelt thank you to the team presently in office for doing what they can to ensure we have a strong foundation to build on. Let me hear it for them. So, come election day 2024, vote like your life depends on it, because it does. Your quality of life, your daily life. Vote for forward movement. Vote for Charliena White and Team MCAP for a thriving, forward-moving Montserrat. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. White. Our next MCAP candidate is Ms. Edith B. Fenton, a dedicated public servant with a distinguished record of leadership in Montserrat. With over 30 years of active involvement in MCAP, Ms. Fenton has played a vital role in the party's growth and success, serving as both secretary and chairperson. Her unwavering commitment to the party's principles of loyalty, honesty, and trustworthiness has earned her a lot of respect within our community. Ms. Fenton's educational background includes a BA in Business Studies from the University of Derby, along with extensive training in secretarial work, counseling, and leadership. Her career and community service reflects her deep dedication to Montserrat, which is evident in her work with the elderly, her role in organizing the first St. George's School reunion, and her contributions to the Montserrat Diaspora Commission. Politically, Ms. Fenton is focused on enhancing healthcare services, particularly for seniors, and strengthening community networks to ensure the elderly are well supported. She also advocates for economic development through improved local business opportunities and investment in sustainable tourism. Additionally, Ms. Fenton aims to promote educational initiatives to equip young Montserratians with skills for the future. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Edith B. Fenton.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and fellow citizens, home and overseas, thank you for being here this evening. We stand at a pivotal moment in our island of Montserrat history, a time when our collective voices and votes can shape the future we all share. I, Edith Beatrice Fenton, is a proud Montserrater, and I'm honored to stand before you as a candidate, but more importantly, as a member of this MCAP party, who believes deeply in the power of democracy and the impact of every single vote. This election is not about choosing a leader, but rather choosing a team that can take us in the direction in which we want to take our beautiful island, Montserrat. It's about sharing our values, our dreams for a better future, and our commitment to leaving a legacy for generations to come. A legacy for generations to come. With my experience and knowledge in politics, I am ably supporting as a mentor for my young colleagues who have made this sacrifice in offering themselves to be of service to you, the people in Montserrat. I believe that together we can and will make a difference. I am running for office because I am passionate of issues such as ensuring our children obtain the best education, creating employment, protecting the environment, and to ensure everyone has access to quality health care and ensuring the safety and tranquility of the Emerald Isle. But I cannot do this alone. Your vote is your voice, and every voice matters. When you vote, you are not just voting for a candidate. You are voting for the values you believe in, for the policies that will shape our lives, for the future we want to create for Montserrat and the generations to come. I ask for your trust and your support in this election. Vote Team MCAP. Vote Edith. I promise to continue to work tirelessly on your behalf, as you all know I have been doing. To listen to your concerns and to lead with integrity, transparency, and dedication. Forward together, we can build the Montserrat where everyone has the opportunity to succeed. So, as you head to the polls on election day, I urge you to think about what matters most to you, your family, and our community. Make your voice and your vote count. Help us create the future we all deserve. Thank you, and I look forward to the honor of serving you. Vote Team MCAP and vote Edith. I thank you.
Thank you, Johnson. It's my pleasure to introduce the Honorable Crenston C. Buffonge, a leader whose impactful work over the last 5 years as Minister of Agriculture, Lands, Housing, and the Environment has driven significant progress for Montserrat. Since receiving overwhelming support in the 2019 elections, Honorable Buffonge has spearheaded transformative initiatives in agriculture, including the introduction of a technique to mass-produce plantings and advancements in crop production, which have significantly reduced our reliance on imports. His efforts extend beyond agriculture, with notable achievements such as establishing a new boatyard, enhancing support for local fishermen, and securing over $3 million for upgrading social housing while championing sustainable marine and coastal management through Blue Belt and Blue Justice initiatives. As he seeks your support in the 2024 elections, Honorable Buffonge is focused on building on these successes with ambitious plans for the future. His goals include further strengthening the agricultural sector, expanding the local agro-processing industry, and using housing initiatives as drivers of economic growth. He is committed to enhancing food security, improving living standards, and reducing import dependency. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Crenston Buffonge as he shares his vision for Montserrat's continued advancement and prosperity.
Thank you. Right. Good night, everybody. Good night, good night, good night. Welcome, MCAP family. Welcome to our launch of our candidates. Ladies and gentlemen, standing before you is a man of very humble beginnings. One who knows the value of hard work, perseverance, and determination. I come from a family of 10. Son to Ismay Glendora Allen, stepson to Robert Allen, I must say he's the one who raised me, and a bunch of other siblings too numerous to mention. Whether it was burning coals or plaiting mat or collecting water from the neighborhood standpipe, that was the way we were raised. My parents instilled in me the dignity of hard work, love for people, and faith in God. We live by the principle that in as much as you have done to the least of one of these, my brethren, you have done it unto me. In many other places, my story might have ended there, defined by limitations of circumstances. But here in Montserrat, we want you to know that the beginning does not dictate your destiny. Here in Montserrat, anyone can rise, anyone can achieve, and anyone can become somebody. This belief in the potential of people is the heart of MCAP's vision. Our commitment has always been and will always be to lift our people, to ensure that every resident of Montserrat has the opportunity to achieve whatever they set their minds to. Now, just 5 years ago, although it seems like yesterday, you placed your trust in me. You overwhelmingly voted me in office at the polls. It simply means you trusted my vision, you trusted my ambition, and you recognized the passion and the ability to lead. Thank you. Today, as I stand before you, thankful for the opportunity, I am equally proud of the work that we would have accomplished together. Over this political term, I believe we have delivered for you both individually and collectively as a team. You have seen the work that we have done, and tonight I am here to tell you, I can't sing, but MCAP again, MCAP again. Tell them fellows playing, we voted MCAP again. I might make Calypso this year if you give me the chance. Ladies and gentlemen, vote all 9. Down the line has been our slogan for years. Comrades, we inherited a broken country. From our civil service to our utilities, we inherited a situation that needed every hand on deck. Every aspect of our ministries had to work together to combat the challenges we face. The thing is, we have set a very good foundation, but we need your mandate once more. We need you to keep us in office so we can continue to build the strong Montserrat that we deserve. Together, we will move this country forward. Now, I was told I need to give account for my stewardship as Minister of Agriculture, Lands, Housing, and the Environment. And I could stand here for the rest of the night and recount everything we have done, but you have heard it all before. Everything from topsoil to irrigation, everything from social housing repairs to the new Drummond social housing project, from white potatoes to dragon fruit. There are several new initiatives and policies that are well laid out here, but you will have to join me over the next few years to hear, over the next few days to hear what these are. Now, what's more important for us is to recognize that starting over from zero is not in the best interest of our country. We cannot afford the chance of starting over again as what happens every election for the last 20 odd years or so. We have tried that approach for the last 6 political cycles, and it has only led to stagnation. It's time we stop sabotaging our own country. It is time for us to give the continuity to an administration that has shown that we are capable of doing what it takes to get our country moving. There is a saying that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. We need to stop. We need consistency and continuity, and only then can we truly move forward, building our nation and building the future we deserve. My good people, the vision is clear: to build a Montserrat that empowers and equips its people. This election is not about me. It's not about you. It's not even about our candidates that are behind us. It's about Montserrat. That is the picture we have to keep in the back of our minds. Where do we want this country to go? This election cycle, we must vote for continuity. This is not the time to gamble our future on the hope that someone might be better or someone might do better. We have shown as a party that we are that of action, delivering results where others have failed. Lots of them have been here before and they have failed. So, on election day, they kind of set me up. They put me right after our new candidates and just before the two stalwarts that are there to come. But I am saying on election day, vote Crenston Buffonge. Vote the name you know and trust. Vote for the MCAP team and the MCAP party, for together we are moving forward stronger than ever. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Crenston Buffonge. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Honorable Joseph E. Farrell. The Premier of Montserrat, whose remarkable leadership has shaped the island's journey over the past 5 years. During his tenure, Premier Farrell has navigated Montserrat through the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic with resilience and foresight. He spearheaded the construction of a new hospital and expanded access to critical healthcare services, securing life-saving equipment and specialist care for the community. Under his guidance, Montserrat has seen transformative progress. He led the way in constructing a new port, which promises to boost connectivity and economic growth, while modernizing the immigration department to meet future demands. His administration also secured the largest budget allocation on record from the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, highlighting his success in fostering strong international partnerships. Premier Farrell has championed small businesses, recognizing their essential role in the island's economy, and invested significantly in education and youth development. As he steps forward for the 2024 elections, Premier Farrell is committed to continuing this momentum with a vision to drive sustainable development and create opportunities for every Montserratian. Let's give him a warm welcome as he shares his inspiring vision for Montserrat's future.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Members, supporters, and friends of this wonderful party at home and abroad, I greet you with one love. I say one love. One love. I don't have to tell you that I'm a man from behind God's back. I don't have to tell you that I'm a family man. I don't have to tell you that I have a wife and children and grandchildren. I don't have to tell you that I love Montserrat. What I can tell you is that I am Joseph Easton Taylor-Farrell, a sitting legislator, premier, and I am contesting the upcoming general elections. A founding member of the Movement for Change and Prosperity, I have remained loyal to his vision of rebuilding the economy, restoring hope, and empowering our peoples. My passion has always been to work with people and to experience the joy of seeing them rise to the next level. I have a track record of service to humanity, be it through my public service career as an agriculturist, working with farmers and their families to improve their lives and their livelihoods, or working with community leaders to build strong communities, visiting the sick, and giving guidance to parents and children. I have been a role model to many, and I relish in the blessings that I have received by sharing with those who are less fortunate. I see my life's mission as penned by Charles Wesley in his hymn, "A Charge to Keep I Have," and verse 2. It reads thus: "To serve the present age, my calling to fulfill. Oh, may it all my powers engage to do my master's will." That is my mission: service to Montserrat, service to humanity, service to all of you. As a politician, my spirituality allows me to see every human being as a brother and as a sister. It matters not who you are and where you're from. We are all God's children, and we have a responsibility to treat each other with the utmost respect. My personal relationship with Jesus Christ has shaped my life, a life built on the principles of love of humanity, honesty, sound moral values, and strong family bonds. I successfully entered politics in 2006 with one ambition, and one ambition only, and that is to serve. In 2009, I was elected to an appointed Minister of Agriculture, Land, Housing, and the Environment. Under my leadership, working with my technical teams, we developed priorities and policies and programs to increase food production and home ownership among youths. Additionally, we agreed to divest some of government housing stock, thus allowing more people to climb the home ownership ladder. In 2016, when the position of leader became vacant, I rose to the challenge to serve this great party and to serve you, the people of this wonderful island. Hesitant at first, but knowing that I had the support of all of you, I accepted the challenge to lead this country forward. And with your help, I had the honor of successfully leading our party to victory in the 2019 general election. We did it then, and we will do it again. We will do it in this upcoming general election. We are winners, not losers. And with your help, this team will lead Montserrat into a brighter future. At the outset of my tenure, I was called to lead the nation through the worst pandemic the world has seen in a century. Nervous at times I was, but with a passion for people and the preservation of life, my government succeeded in putting the nation's health and our children's education first. This situation at that time required someone with a level head who was willing to listen to all the advice given and then make those hard decisions even among the criticisms. Myself and my team did it. In the end, Montserrat came out of this pandemic far better than countries with much more resources than we had. To God be the glory. Making decisions was the hallmark of my leadership. Making decisions was the hallmark of my leadership. During my tenure as Premier and Minister of Finance and Economic Development, I have championed the cause of the people of Montserrat in a fair and inclusive manner, ensuring that every member of our community was treated equitably. As Premier and leader of government business, I restored integrity in public life and gained the trust and confidence of our financial partners, which increased our funding over many years. My government has never been accused of any unethical behavior. My government has never been accused of any unethical behavior because we are a government of high morals. Throughout my political career, I have served on both sides of the Legislative Assembly. And in doing so, I gained experience in articulating for Montserrat, both locally, regionally, and internationally. I have presented the people's interests in the United Kingdom and have benefited significantly from those discussions. As a result, I am well poised and well positioned to represent you, the people, as a member of the next MCAP government. Brothers and sisters, I am gifted with the ability to work with people of different socio-economic standings because I see every one of you living among us as contributors to this island's future. Irrespective of our nationality, each of us have a role to play in shaping the future of this land for this generation and for generations yet unborn. My vision for this country is one of nation building, where everyone, and not just a favored few, reap the benefits of our labor. To this end, as a member of the next government, I will ensure that every citizen is treated fairly and that no one is left behind. MCAP members are people of like minds, and that is why we are all attached to this party called MCAP. We do not just come together as a group of people for convenience. We come together because we share in the party's vision of rebuilding our economy, restoring hope to our people, and empowering our people. We have done it already, and we will do it again. Sisters and brothers, this team, your team, is committed to the principles of equality, integrity, decency, and trustworthiness. We are women and men who stand by our word and have the commitment to family values. In this upcoming election, you must elect a team with the ability and the vision for the future of this country we call home. Over the last 5 years, this current MCAP government has laid a foundation for health care, a foundation in tourism, a foundation for Port Authority, a foundation to ensure that persons in the future have better health care, better education, and better services. And we will continue to build on that foundation which we have laid. We can do this. We can do this moving forward together. I want us to say that with me. We can do it with us moving forward together. The movement for change and prosperity. Every Montserratian, every Caribbean national, whether you are Jamaican, Guyanese, Haitian, Santo Dominican, Antiguan, Dominican, Trinidadian, Vincentian, or Grenadian, every teacher, every civil servant, every police officer, every private sector worker, every self-employed person, old and young, the movement for change and prosperity must be your choice on election day. There is a brighter future with MCAP. Join the march and let us move forward together. God bless you and God bless this country we call home. Thank you very much. No. Ladies and gentlemen, leadership is about identifying talents among yourself. MCAP has been a party for 30+ years, and MCAP will be the party for years to come. We must be able to spot leadership ability and build on those abilities when you see them. I was challenged to lead MCAP into the future for a while. But I recognize the times are changing. The world is changing. And this country needs new blood, young blood, fresh blood, call it whatever blood you need. You mean this country needs new blood. I took on the responsibility to lead this country for 5 years, during which time I committed myself to identifying someone within our group to take over and to lead us forward. It might sound silly or foolish of me, but politics and party is not about me. This party, this MCAP party, your party, is not about any one individual. It's all of us. I have worked with Dr. Samuel Joseph for 8 years. I have seen his worth, his intelligence, his understanding, his relationship, how he works with people. And I said to my party, I do not have the intention to go forward as leader. I promise to work with Dr. Sammy in any role that is called me to work. But in terms of leadership, I ask the party to choose someone to lead us into the next election. I asked them to do it openly and honestly and transparently, and they did. In the end, I am very pleased to announce officially tonight that Honorable Dr. Samuel Joseph is the new leader for this party we call MCAP. And he will take all of us into the general election, which we will win. I'm very pleased to welcome Dr. Joseph to the podium and to transfer leadership for the next election. Thank you very much.
And now that the symbolic baton has been passed, please join me in welcoming Dr. the Honorable Samuel Joseph, the Deputy Premier, and Minister of Communication, Works, Labour and Energy, who is poised to lead Montserrat into a new era as its next Premier. Over the past 5 years, Dr. Joseph has been instrumental in driving the island's progress. His strategic vision and leadership have been crucial in advancing major projects, such as the construction of the new port, which is set to enhance connectivity and stimulate economic growth. His administration has also pioneered groundbreaking energy initiatives, including the expansion of solar and geothermal energy, significantly promoting sustainability. Dr. Joseph's achievements extend beyond infrastructure and energy. He secured $24 million to address utility challenges, oversaw the construction of a new airport control tower, and managed the runway resurfacing project to improve air travel. His commitment to modernizing the island's communication infrastructure has led to the introduction of fiber optics, the launch of an online driver's license system, and the establishment of the new Ministry of Communication and Digital Transformation. Additionally, he has championed STEM education, equipping the next generation with essential skills for the future. As he prepares to assume the role of Premier, Dr. Joseph is ready to build on these successes, leading Montserrat with a forward-thinking approach and a dedicated team prepared to drive the island towards greater prosperity. Please join me in welcoming the new leader of MCAP as he shares his vision for Montserrat's future.
Do you like what you see? Good night, Madam Host. Isn't this the most beautiful crowd you've ever seen? I thought we looked good, but then I saw the crowd. How are we feeling, MCAP? It is a great honor and privilege to stand before you today as leader of this great party. 10 years ago, I started on this political journey, sitting next to Mr. Kirnon at my first political meeting where he gave me some words of advice, sitting right now next to my beautiful wife, harassing her the same how he used to harass me. People of Montserrat, through those 10 years, gave me the opportunity to serve you. The MCAP family gave me the opportunity to serve you. And before I commence my presentation, I must truly thank you. Because regardless of all that we claim that we achieve in life, we only do it with the support of those behind you. And this MCAP family has been a source of inspiration and strength and has been with me from the very beginning, from 10 years ago, through this journey, to all the members here, and especially the Honorable Easton Taylor-Farrell, who has been with me all the way to thick and thin. And for that, I publicly thank him and the entire MCAP family. I graduated MSS the same year the volcanic eruption started. Over the years, I have seen the childhood landmarks I grew up with disappear, buried by ash, engulfed by vines, trees, and bush. Hyde Park, BB's Bread Shop, St. George's Primary School, Paradise Estate, where I used to go and ship sheep with the Braid family, with Janet and them. MSS, Plymouth, Harris's Center, where homework was hurriedly done before Don Morton came to pick us up. All of that is now gone. I've traveled the world, seen and done many things. And in those years of travel, I've come to one conclusion. Montserrat is not just buildings. Montserrat is not just roads. Montserrat is not just landmarks. Montserrat is the learning that takes place in the buildings. Montserrat is the teachers that take personal interest in the well-being of their students. Montserrat is the communal bonding that takes place in our churches and community centers. Montserrat is sending our children to the shop knowing that they will not be snatched. Montserrat is playing cricket on the road and taking up the stumps when a vehicle passes. Montserrat is the music and the festival that happens in our parks. Our food, our goat water, ginger stick, guava, cheese, hairy mango. Ash cannot bury this. Vines can't wrap this. Rains cannot erase this. This Montserrat will not die. This Montserrat I will not allow to die. We have adopted as our theme, Forward Together. We sincerely believe that if we build the people, they will build Montserrat. We have been through a lot as a nation. COVID, Hugo, volcano, we have even survived Romeo, but we are still here. We all carry the wounds of the losses we have endured. We confront obstacles, including unjust and senseless ones. We tend to those wounds. We must push hard at those obstacles. We mustn't lose sight of our goals. Montserrat will never die. Life is a tapestry woven with diverse threads, each color and texture representing a unique journey and perspective. It's important to remember that life is not the same for everyone. Our paths are shaped by different experiences, challenges, and opportunities. Let us celebrate the beauty of our differences and the strength of our connections. Let's strive to make life a little fairer, a little kinder for everyone, because life may not be the same for each of us, but our capacity for empathy and change can make a world of difference. MCAP is dedicated to fostering equality and fairness in our community, whether you are black or white, from Guyana, Jamaica, Dominica or Dominican Republic, Jew or Gentile, native born or CARICOM. MCAP believes we should be treated as one. It is by working with each other we will accomplish our vision of a bright and prosperous future. Forward together. Nepotism, favoritism, outdated general orders, 18th century work practices in the 21st century, lack of adequate compensation. These are some of the issues our workforce face. These issues are at the top of my agenda. People are our biggest resource. Investing in our people is the mechanism that will create prosperity. We will make it happen. This team will make it happen. Forward together. Within all of us is the potential for greatness. As Jeremiah states, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. We were not created for mediocrity. We were not placed on earth to be second-class citizens. All of us on Montserrat deserve a fair chance. All of us have to eat. Under my leadership, MCAP will invest more in education, health, and training, advocate for increased compensation and better working conditions. Progress should not only be measured in economic terms. Progress should not only be measured in economic terms, but also on human well-being. Build the people, and they will build the country. Forward together. We will continue to make the case that an island that has not fully recovered from natural disaster cannot be expected to grow with the current tax rates. The UK must give us space to breathe and grow. We have reduced taxes, and we will reduce it again. More money in your pockets means more money to take care of your children, more money to invest in their education, more money to have a vacation, less stress worrying about bills, more money to start and maintain a business. I will fight for you. build the people, and they will build the country. Forward together. There's a phrase that is used in Montserrat when something is not up to the quality that it should be, and Montserrat this. So for example, you go to a store and you get bad customer service and you're told, a Montserrat this. We will change that phrase to a Montserrat that. I do not believe in mediocrity. Whatever talents we are given should be maximized. Montserrat can and will be a crowning jewel of planet Earth with the right leadership, team, and vision. Together, Montserrat looks forward with confidence to the future. Forward together means revamping our ports to better move people, goods, and services across a globalized world. Supporting the Tourism Authority in attracting and accommodating 100,000 plus tourists a year to Montserrat. Twin Otters will be landing at the airport. Little Bay jumping with action. Restaurants, shop, beach activities. When people marvel at the vibe, we'll be able to say, a Montserrat that. Forward together means comprehensive reshaping of the island's healthcare through a new hospital, medical equipment, and well-trained staff. Under my leadership, we'll have people visiting from Antigua, St. Kitts, and the world to get medical treatment on this gem of the Caribbean. Rest and relaxation, spas, healthcare. When people ask what's going on in the Emerald Isle, we can answer, a Montserrat that. Forward together means having a Montserrat to be one of the most harmonious and diverse societies, being continuously enriched by the presence, culture, and contribution of our CARICOM brothers and sisters, as well as visitors from across the world. With all the wars and conflicts around the world, violence epidemics in other Caribbean islands, Montserrat will be an oasis of peace, a Montserrat that. Forward together means continued development of our education system and the availability of training opportunities that best position the residents in the development of IT, AI, and other emerging fields of knowledge. MCAP is dedicated to ensuring our children have the best possible educational foundation. We cannot be passengers as the world races ahead. When my people travel, people will be awed in their ability because a Montserrat that. Forward together means our farmers and fishers are more productive, better equipped, better trained, and producing the food more efficiently and sustainable. While other nations destroy the environment, we will be a beacon, a garden of Eden. When the question is asked, what is this place? We will answer, a Montserrat that. Forward together means increased salaries across the board, especially for those at the bottom of the economic ladder. This MCAP team will advocate vigorously for more funds. We built the UK must now help to build us. Forward together means the voices of our youth being heard and having an impact. It means making Montserrat a place where they can pursue their dreams and be rewarded for it. A place where fun, work-life balance, recreation is not considered lower priority. When one Googles quality of life and the list appears and they ask, what's this place? My goal is for the answer to be a Montserrat that. Critical to the development of Montserrat is the diaspora. Your knowledge, networks, specialization, international experience, resources, and unfailing love for Montserrat will be a most embraced resource that is employed in getting us where we need to be. When asked why such commitment to this little island, they will say with one voice, a Montserrat that. Forward together. Montserrat is the only country in the world with a ghost town as its capital. Together, we will change that. We will commence the construction of Town Little Bay. MCAP, under my leadership, will actively engage with investors. We have mourned the loss of Plymouth. Now it's time to look to the future. A modern, smart eco-city. We'll move from a ghost capital to a spirited city, a Montserrat that. Forward together means fighting for constitutional reform. Montserrat is ours, and we will determine its destiny. We are the owners, not the sojourners or the governors. Forward means understanding all what our forefathers did to get us to this point and continuing the journey. Zion train won't be stopped. Get on the MCAP train, forward together. Forward together means we, the industrial machinery of this country, carving Montserrat's path of prosperity in a modern world. Liat, EA Studios, Lime Exports, we did it already and we will do it again. Together under MCAP leadership, our country is prouder and stronger and better. Together with MCAP, we move forward. The sun is setting. The sun has set. The reds, blues, and oranges have faded. The people wait. The people anticipate. What comes next? Morning comes. The yellow arrives. The yellow has arrived. The rising sun over the mountains, MCAP is here. So tomorrow, when we look upon heaven's arch and the sun starts its glorious march, the journey begins to put MCAP back. We'll go out in our ones and twos, threes and fours, knocking on doors, telling friends and family, telling them other party, move over. Here comes the movement for change and prosperity. A storm is coming. The storm is here. No time to prepare. Global warming is reaping havoc on our planet. Pandemics, inflation, greedflation, shrinkflation, war in Russia and Gaza, trouble brewing between Guyana and Venezuela. They're ready. I'm ready. We are ready. This is not a party of cowards. The talking on the Thursday shows don't start, but they don't give a heart. This team has sacrificed careers, their free time, their own money to ensure you, the people of Montserrat, have free time and have money. When they say, I cannot withstand the storm, I will answer, I am the storm. The storm that believes that only their friends should get jobs. Those that think that Montserrat is here to exploit. The storm that will wash away those that without integrity and transparency and think that they're only here to get FCDO money. So for this election, vote for Sammy, who will tell it like it is. A Sammy that, a MCAP that, a Montserrat that. This is not about me. This is about country. An effective government requires an effective team. Tonight, there is no doubt in my mind that that team is Team MCAP. The team with the vision. This is the team with the plan. This is the team with the ability, energy, capacity, and capability. I present to you the candidates for the movement of change and prosperity. Miss Edith Fenton, my neighbor, who I grew up with in Harris's, who made sure I was on the straight and narrow, and that when school finishes at 3 o'clock, I had to be back home I should be home and I shouldn't be out stoning mangoes. So join me on stage, Miss Edith Fenton. Mr. Joseph Easton Taylor-Farrell, a man that you can't say enough about. A man that has accomplished so much. A man that has accomplished, and I'm going to say this slowly, a man that has accomplished so much in his terms that some of the people that were retired got jealous and jumped out. Miss Charliena White, dark and lovely, maybe I shouldn't say that, but Miss Charliena White, who will fight for you, who will fight for education, who will fight for your teachers. And my good friend, Miss Jamiel Melissa Greenaway. who was trying to be nice when she came up here, but when I asked her to join Team Cap, she was so frustrated sitting on the access board and other things, seeing that the political games that we're playing, and said, no more of that, I'm on. So I now have Miss Jamiel Greenaway. Miss Siobhan Tuitt, who was so desired and who was so wanted that when she tried to leave, or hinted that she was leaving, all of a sudden, all kind of offers came in, all kind of different positions were offered to try to keep her because they know and understand that she has the talent, but she has chosen to use the talent to represent you, the people of Montserrat. So I present to you Miss Siobhan Tuitt, Mr. Gilmore Papchow Williams, who I still have to beat in one-on-one basketball, but he's coming, but we're still pretending that we're young. A man who gave his speech and highlighted the aspect of tourism, but because you're quiet doesn't mean that you have not done things. Because who knew that he was on the prison boards and all these other things? Who knew all these things about this young man who, again, who's making tremendous sacrifice, which he'll tell you about in his own time, to ensure that he's on this ticket. So I give you Mr. Gilmore Papchow Williams. Miss Idris Pamela Wade, at least I learned something. I learned that she had a middle name called Pamela. Someone I always see in Harris's, I don't know why she was always in Harris's, but I get those visits to Harris's has produced this lovely daughter that you see down there. So again, we grew up together. I give you Miss Beatrice Pamela Wade, and she said, I must introduce her as Idris Kears. And I left for last, the Honorable Crenston Buffonge. We grew up similarly in Windy Hill and Harris's, playing basketball together, going to church together. Weren't allowed to play Bella songs, so I don't know how he got up here and sing, but he got out tonight. But I give you Mr. Crenston Buffonge. And yours truly, Samuel John Emmanuel Joseph. So this election, vote MCAP. Vote all nine down the line, and let's start the process of putting MCAP back forward together.
Only together can Montserrat look forward with confidence to the future. Forward together means opening Montserrat to the world for business. Forward together means modernization of the island's healthcare. Forward together means embracing the contributions of our Caribbean family. Forward together for a modern, fit-for-purpose education system. For more local food and our farmers' success. For increased salaries and thriving businesses, the voices of the youth being heard. Together we carve Montserrat's path to prosperity. Together with MCAP, our country is prouder, stronger, better. Together with MCAP, we move forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw on the screens was the launch of the official campaign video for the Movement of Change and Prosperity, MCAP. The video was produced by Jerry Brown, and his business name is Sinafu. So, yeah. We are now going to have the vote of thanks by Mr. Herman Cupid Francis.
Why everybody so quiet? MCAP! MCAP!
and gentlemen, I was asked to do two things. And one is to give the vote of thanks, and the other one I'll tell you. But permit me first to start my thank you. Unusual, they usually leave this part for last, but I'm going to start by thanking you, the audience. And I'm talking about the audience here and the audience that are watching us online. I want to thank you, the supporters, and the long-time supporters who, in spite of being challenged to do otherwise, have dug in their heels and make sure that we continue to support our beloved party. And so I want to say thank you. Sadly, among some of the people, some of us did not make it quite to this time, and some of us have left us, have passed away. And brought to mind is Mr. Tony Maloney, who was a stalwart of this party. And so, in honor of Mr. Maloney and all those who have passed, I'm going to ask us to stand for a moment, silence in their remembrance. Thank you. You may be seated. Now, our whole community has produced what you have seen here this afternoon. I have a long list, so I'm going to go pretty fast. I want to thank our moderator, Ms. Charliena Lindsay, for so ably conducting this afternoon's session. I want to thank Mr. Keith Cox for invoking God's presence. We can't do anything without our campaign chairman, Mr. Clarence Graves, for calling us to action. I want to thank him and the many other things that he's doing for us, the party, and by extension, Montserrat. I want to say thank you for the great entertainment that we have by the Next Level dancers and panelists, Josiah Prasad. Thank you to Philo Magic for the online media, the light and sound. Thank you to Decor Lab for the lovely decorations that you're seeing all around you. 2664 Stratosphere for the convention photos. Thank you. To Mr. Roy Graves, who prepared and presented that wonderful tribute to our wonderful minister, Mr. Charles Kirnon. Thank you to Mr. Jamiel, who produced the plaque for Mr. Kirnon. Thank you to Mr. Royden Silcott for the official candidate photos. Of course, you could not have gotten here without transport, and so we say thank you to the bus drivers, Mr. Peter White and Mr. Clifford Shaddock Tuitt. Ryan. I want to say thank you to the producers of the official ad. Thank you for the producers of the jingles, which you will get a taste of in a while. Thank you to Sino for MCAP campaign video. Thank you to the shipping agents, to DMCA for the loan of the chairs, to Colorful Creation for printing the promotional materials, to Rock Prints for printing merchandise, to the Royal Montserrat Police Force for the podium, to the MCAP Entertainment and Food Committee, Miss Juliet, Noreen, and the others, thank you. I want you to give them a round of applause. And you're going to see why in a while. I want to say thank you to Suppliers Economy Bakery. Thanks to the committees, the different committees in MCAP, talking about the campaign committee headed by Mr. Grave, the promotions committee, and I'm sure there may be more that I'm leaving out. If I'm leaving out any group, any entity, any person, I want to say that it is not deliberate, and we appreciate everything that you're doing. Thank you all. Of course, I could not leave it out say thank you to what we are here most, to the candidates who have made themselves available to work for us again and for Montserrat for the next 5 years. I wanted to give them a round of applause. To Siobhan and Gilmore and Jamiel and Idris and Charliena and Edith and Crenston and Joseph, and of course Dr. Sammy, thank you very much. That's the first thing I was asked to do. And the next thing I was asked to do, to present to you the campaign jingle. But we have to practice for it first, right? Now, if I say something and you like it, I want you to say yes. And if I say something and you don't like it, I want you to say no. MCAP, PDM, Romeo, Alliance, MCAP, MCAP, run the track, MCAP, run.
Who is supporting MCAP?
Pull out.
Who is voting MCAP? Who is supporting MCAP? MCAP, yes. PDM, no. MCAP, yes. NPM, no. MCAP, yes. UA, no. MCAP, yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We on the right track. We voting for MCAP. No turning back. We voting for MCAP. Forward for Montserrat. We voting for MCAP. We on the right track.
We voting for MCAP. If you're voting for MCAP, stand up! Stand up! Stand.
We have the right slate of candidates. So give us the mandate.
MCAP, yes. The others, no. MCAP, yes. The others, no.
We on a mission. Vote Crenston Buffonge. Together we can do this. Vote Sammy Joseph. We have youth and vision. Vote Gilmore Williams. So let's pave the way. Vote Melissa Greenaway. MCAP, yes. The others, no. MCAP, yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The future looking bright. Vote Charliena White. Come on, let's do this. Vote Siobhan Tuitt. Making strides, making waves.
Don't leave. Don't leave. We have something else for you. Don't leave. Okay, Mr. DJ, just put on a bit. Let's do something here, and then we can get some more music, some food, and mingle with the candidates. Ready, Charlene? We have something we want to do for you before we go.
When you entered, you were counted by numbers, and we still have the TV to give away. So, I just need somebody from the audience, somebody who won't tell me no. Linda, come. Linda, come, Linda, quick. And the person who has the numbers at the door, can you bring the numbers to me, please? Thank you. Yay, TV. Person with the numbers. So Linda's gonna pick a number.
Number 125.
125.
125. No? Yep, it says 125. Okay, so that was an error. That was an error. Nobody got 125. Somebody, anybody, come and pull a number. All right, Tiffany. Go ahead. 121. 121. 121. Oh, there we go. We have a winner. Check your list. Yep, we've got a winner. And Vanessa, you just won yourself a brand new TV. A brand new TV from MCAP. Thank you and good night, everyone. We have refreshments available in the kitchen area, so please feel free to mingle with the candidates and grab a bite to eat, get something to drink. Make sure that you get home safe, and good night.
Who we voting MCAP? Who is supporting MCAP? MCAP, yes. BDM, no. MCAP, yes. NPM, no. MCAP, yes. UA, no. MCAP, yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We on the right track. We voting for MCAP. No turning back. We voting for
Only together can Montserrat look forward with confidence to the future. Forward together means opening Montserrat to the world for business. Forward together means modernization of the island's healthcare. Forward together means embracing the contributions of our Caribbean family. Forward together for a modern, fit-for-purpose education system. For more local food and our farmers' success. For increased salaries and thriving businesses. The voices of the youth being heard. Together we carve Montserrat's path to prosperity. Together with MCAP, our country is prouder, stronger, better. Together with MCAP, we move forward.